Good morning, everyone. I'm here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary in Arizona in Real Time Rescue. Just coming on here to wish everybody a happy new year. Today's New Year's Eve. We are hoping that all the animals are making the resolution to be on their best behavior going into the new year. We had a little bit of a naughty morning, not too bad. I kind of didn't leave that gate completely closed, so Princess Buttercup, one of our pygmy goats, made a run for it. If you haven't tuned in before, this over here is the bird side. The goats and sheep and cows and pigs should not be over there. So she took full advantage of that. Luckily, her best friend Elliot, right there, you guys have seen Elliot before, he was able to go round her up easily. Then Miss Nala was kind of a little extra hyper. That's our Corriente cow in the back. She was just running and bucking, chasing Esperanza actually all over the field. Esperanza was, which is his mom, Esperanza was sprinting around like, what is going on? Mr. Zusi, of course, he's always, I shouldn't say always, but he is often a little bit too food aggressive in the morning, and today was no exception. He was chasing us all around, making thinking that every single food bowl or anything we were carrying was for him. And let's see what else. Then Miss Rapunzel did not want to go into her stall this morning. If you haven't tuned in before, or maybe you just forgot, Rapunzel is also named Miss Sassy Pants. Unfortunately, she is not safe to be around when she's out with everybody else. It's not like she chases us or charges, but if we do get too close, she has no problem headbutting and trying to. I know she always does her innocent look for the live stream, but she knows how to jerk those tips of her horns back. She's ripped through multiple layers of clothing, given lots of injuries around here. So she doesn't live in the stall. Keep gate closed no matter what the goats say. But every morning, that's the very first thing we do is, oh, is she trying to open it with her mouth? See what I mean? Miss Sassy Pants. I better make sure that's locked all the way. There we go. Please don't do that. Um, she did not want to go in. And like I said, that's the very first thing we do is we lock Rapunzel in. She usually will run right in. That's her favorite feeder right there from her previous owners. They brought it when they brought her here. We stuff it full of hay and she just hangs out in here until we are all done. But this morning she wasn't wanting to do that. So it was just a little crazy. Oh, and then you guys know Talia, before Talia is the one who's, so bonded with Stan. And then Stan was a little hangry this morning. So Stan, the rooster, was kind of hopping up at her and being a little naughty too. So, like I said, we are hoping that all of their resolutions is to be on their best behavior going into the new year. And of course, the most important thing is everybody, stays healthy. We've had not too bad of a year here. We have said, unfortunately, we've had to say goodbye to a few residents, but overall, we've had a good 2023. We hope all you guys did too. Right now, I'll just give our last little good morning check-in of 2023, I guess, and then I think Karen gave a little live stream earlier this week to let you all know that we're going to do a special one together for the new year tomorrow morning. Normally, neither one of us are here on Mondays, but we have kind of a special thing planned. Oh, so I didn't mean to cut away from you guys. The boys are wishing everyone a happy new year too. We've got Bruno Mars, Clyde, and Elvis on the other side, just quacking their well wishes for the new year. Mr. Julio, our shy guy, is just working on a little pile of hay. Everybody else is kind of hanging out. Oh, Mr. Chico, that was our other little naughty guy this morning. He's for it's been a year. It's been, I guess, about 2 years. I'm trying to remember the exact date. Maybe not quite 2 years, but Mr. Chico has been here quite a while, and ever since he's lived here, he's always eaten with the littles, as we say, the pygmy goats and the dwarf goats. He eats in the same stall with them so that they don't have to, compete against the big goats for food. But lately, Mr. Chico here, handsome as he is, has been really bullying the littles, really ramming into them, and he is, if you look at, Chico's size compared to Butters, compared to Chicolette, his daughter, He is definitely the biggest of the littles. I don't really think he is pygmy or dwarf goat. He's more of a mix, but we are trying to get him to eat with the big boys now. Unfortunately, sometimes if he will run right into the little stall, and it's kind of hard to get him out without simultaneously letting everybody else out. Oh, hi, here's Esperanza, the girl that Nala was just chasing all over the field. Like, I've never seen Nala sprint around after her. Oh, she was going to come in, but she got a little chased off by Mr. Gibby here. Hi. If you guys remember, our most recent health issue or health scare has been with Azalea, one of our girl turkeys, and I'm happy to report she has been doing just so well. Yesterday, when some volunteers were here, they couldn't even tell at first, which turkey was Azalea, which is great news because for a few weeks she was pretty much bald, all down her head, neck, and chest. And oh my, being sassy guy over here. Like I said, she was, bald. She had lost her feathers. She had been, stressed and too skinny. And she also was not able to regulate her body temperature very well without those feathers to keep her warm. She would just stand around shivering. The other turkeys were bullying her. It was very sad, and we were very concerned. We did have her locked up in a coop for a few days, and then when someone probably went to feed her, she made a run for it. She escaped, but like I said, she did start growing her feathers back in promptly and is doing so much better. Like I said, let me see if I can find her. I think she's actually on the other side. Yeah, there's Lady B, Lady A. So she must have already hopped out onto the bird side, so can't actually see her right now. But I guess you'll have to take my word for it. Huh, Chicolette? Let's see if I can get a quick peek. No, that's Zoe up there. I do need to bring Zoe some worms. She's our oldest turkey, and she has a little bit of mobility issues. All turkeys that are raised in farm environments, they are like bred to become very large, much larger and unnatural than their wild turkey cousins, and because of that they have a lot of health issues and foot issues because of all their weight. Their joints have a hard time supporting them, and Miss Zoe here, sometimes you can just tell that her feet are not feeling the best. She's always the last one to hop down. That's kind of like she's stiff in the mornings. We've tried glucosamine cookie. We've tried to sprinkle glucosamine food on there. Unfortunately, she's pretty skittish, and so she won't really take that directly from us. And she also, as an older bird, doesn't have the best vision. So when we've tried to, toss little pieces for her, she kind of has a hard time finding them on the ground. So when she is up on top of one of the coops like this, I do often try to sneak her a little crumbled up glucosamine supplement cookie, or along with maybe a little sprinkle of dried worms, so that she is getting that extra nutrition. And yeah, like I said, just a pretty chill morning. You can see it's still kind of muddy around here, still a little yucky from all the crazy rain we had last week. We do have a couple of upcoming projects that are going to be worked on, so we'll get a little more into that maybe next Sunday morning. But it's in regards to this summer, and just things we need to do to kind of get prepared, even though it is still December, almost January. Summer will be here before you know it. And here in the desert, we have very extreme temperatures, and this last summer was one of the hottest on record, and it was everything we could do to keep all the birds alive. So we're going to have to we're in contact with a local coop builder. We're trying to reach out to some electricians. Hi girl, is Gibby done chasing you? To see what we can do as far as getting a large coop built out so that the chickens will get to live in an air conditioned coop for the summertime. And as you can see here, the goat hut has definitely seen better days. That's not really a top priority because they just kind of hang out in here on occasion. It's not something that we rely on, or that's very important, but we do eventually definitely want to get this cleaned up. They've kind of ripped the boards out, and they've done this several times, and we've repaired it several times, and I think it might just need all new plywood at this point. So, like I said, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's Eve. Thanks for always tuning in. If you want to follow us even more than our occasional live streams, feel free to check out the links in our description box for we post regularly on Instagram and Facebook. And if you're ever interested in supporting us, you can check our Patreon out. Have a great day. Happy New Year.